going, guys? Welcome back to Noob Talk. So, a little short video this week, but I just want to quickly touch on what's actually happening next week, which is basically Nintendo. And so, if you've been under a rock or a stone or your blanket recently, like I have been, it's been warm. Nintendo holding their official Switch event next week, and so this week's Noob Talk, so I'm going to quickly go over what I hope to see at that Switch event and what Nintendo may possibly talk about. So if we jump straight right into it, what we all of us obviously expect to see will be a full rundown of the hardware and specs. What can the Switch really do? How does it work? From the initial trailers, we saw that you put it into the dock, and that connects what was on the screen to the bigger TV in higher definition, and then when you take it off, it goes back to the dock. There obviously has been reports of the dock screen itself being 720p, but the output to the TV being 1080p. Is that real? What kind of screen is the dock using? Obviously, they're going to go more over the game cartridges as well. Battery life, how much power it's using, things like that. So that's one of the things I hope they go along. The other thing as well, how much is it going to cost? A lot of what the rumors have been saying is they're given a price of $250. That sounds pretty reasonable, $250 to $300. $250 is just the console and dock itself. $300 if a game's included, completely understandable. Also, what's actually going to be available at launch? The actual games that are available at launch. Obviously with Zelda, that's been in development for God knows how long it's been now. It's actually been a long while. So hopefully that's at a launch lineup. What other games are available? Are they going to do something like they did with Wii Sports or Nintendo Land? Is there a mini party game that's going to be available as well? What I'd hope to see is actually a really strong lineup from Nintendo, just so they're not repeating the same mistakes of the past. What would blow my mind if Mario all of a sudden was available at launch along with Zelda. That would be pretty big, right? I know they showed quite a little of upgraded versions of previous games that have been out on the Wii U, such as Splatoon. We saw that during the trailer. That could be there, the Switch version. Smash Brothers could be included as well. So, and Mario Kart, of course, Mario Kart was in the trailer as well. So those kind of games, upgraded, looks better, more characters, more gameplay aspects, but for the Switch, that could be included as well. And dates in terms of what's actually coming out and for the entirety of 2017. Unless they're planning to keep some things for E3, then that's completely understandable. Also, they may look to go into the online system. Obviously, what I'm thinking is that they're still going to use the Nintendo network. Miiverse will probably still be a big part of that, using a Mii to express yourself or your kind of gamer tag in that online environment. But hopefully the online infrastructure is a lot better. The Wii U wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. There's always space for improvement, and hopefully Nintendo will get that down. And lastly, what I really want to see are surprises. I want Nintendo to surprise us. I want them to be like, yep, we've been doing this game this entire time. We told no one about it, and here it is. Nintendo have been pretty good at keeping things on the low and not really letting many people know about it. Like I said, we saw Mario in the initial Switch trailer, so we know Mario game is coming. Again, how big would it be if that was actually part of the launch lineup? Metroid, how big would that be? I know people have been asking for a Metroid game for a really long time, actually. And wouldn't that be big as a launch lineup? One game I'm really hoping makes a return at some point is F-Zero. That would be freaking amazing. Imagine F-Zero coming to the Switch. Not necessarily the launch lineup, but at some point during the game's or the console's launch window, perhaps towards the end of 2017. That would be pretty big. Also, I hope they announce bundles as well, along with their games, just to give the consumer a little more back, especially at retail, as I believe getting the console by itself, well, no one's really going to do that now, are they? So surprises are what I really hope. So to quickly summarize, breakdown, full hardware and specs, prices, hardware and bundles, launch lineup, including dates for the entirety of the 2017 of the games that are coming out, the online system, how that's going to work if things are changing, how that's going to connect to the 3DS going forward. So that was this week's Noob Talk. Just a quick summary there of everything I hope to see. Again, I will definitely be keeping an eye on the Nintendo Switch conference when it happens next week. I know you will be as well. But hey, let me know what games you hope to see. Let me know what you hope to see Nintendo announce in the comments or on Twitter at the Liban Ali. That's where you can find me on Twitter there. Let's have a conversation. Let's get talking about this, because 2017 can be Nintendo's year. They just need to make sure that they don't mess the launch of their new console up. That was this week's Noob Talk. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you did like it, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Always helps me out, brings new content for you every time. We'll be back again with Noob Talk next week. So until then, take it easy.